out with the new NYWC Starlet Champion, the PPD herself, Kylie Alexa. What are your thoughts? Finally taking down Amity.
You know what? I will say, although Amity's a little crazy, a little scary, a little scream queen, she put up a very good fight tonight, and I was thoroughly impressed with Amity, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a rematch down the road.
All right, you guys stole the show for sure. Amity, you lost the title.
Yeah, what do you think I'm doing? I'm getting rid of myself.
What do you mean you're getting rid of yourself?
This company doesn't need me anymore. They have Kylie Alexa. So I'm trash, and I'm gonna take myself out. Is that okay, Papa Dink?
Sure, whatever you want to do.
That's what I thought.
Man, I've never seen the side of her. I'm hanging out with the one and only Aaliyah James. What's going on? Rising Stars, finally you're here.
I know, I'm excited. We're in the flesh right here.
Right here. Are you going to take that championship from that, though? That's the big question.
Well, I have to. I can't come here and leave empty handed. I guess it's what I'm striving for. It's my only option. That's it.
Okay, all right. Now, talk about your merch. I know we don't have it in front of us, but some pictures, but what do you got online and stuff?
Online, I've got my 8x10s, and yeah, that's what I need to get some shirts made.
I saw some trading cards out on eBay.
I do have some trading cards actually. That's very cool. You know it better than me. You know it better than me. So that's the guy you need to ask about my merch.
Let everybody know where they can follow you.
They can follow me on Instagram and on X at the Aaliyah James.
All right, thank you, Aaliyah.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Trained me, shown me guidance are on these walls, and it feels bizarre and surreal to be joining.
The hottest guys. He's broke. He's got more bling than my pickup.
Hey, Mondo, what is up, brother?
Jacked in tan, that is, Papa Dick. You gotta get it right. Jacked in tan.
He's an outright kind of guy. But listen, we got Slimeball City.
Amity is trashy. Dolly, what are you doing? Scream Queens is what
I like it dark, Papa Dink. You don't? Are you scared of the dark, Papa Dink? Scared?
It's great. It's great. I can't wait.
That Titan has left. Mark my words, Harry.
I'm doing great. How are you?
We just talked to O'Shea.
And this is cool, you know. Now I'm not only athlete, but
very spicy.
I know you got the dirt tonight.
I'm always making a name for herself and let everybody know all about your merch right now.
I'm gonna try to get through to her. That's my motivation.
Buy 100 of them at 87 cents each. That's $8.07, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
I wish I could.
Right here. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing fine.
I lost my voice because of a huge choke slam. You'll see that. I'll post it. I'm sorry about that.
Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dank. And today I have a very special guest. I'm going to bring to you Enrico. What's up, buddy? Oh, I think you got yourself on mute.
Oh yeah, I do. My bad. That's my bad. I'm doing good though. I'm doing good.
Now,
how about you, man?
I'm doing great. Now, how do you say your last name?
Sterdivant.
Sterdivant. Okay.
Yeah, Sterdivant. Yeah, I know it get a little tricky, but yeah.
It's a little tricky. That's so's my real last name. But anyway, let's talk about what's going on at EPW Cage Heat, July 19th.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm going to be popping in Boonville. You know what I'm saying? It's been a little while, so you know I'm going to pop out. You know, whoop some butt as I usually do. You know what I'm saying? We'll have a good time for sure. So pop out if you near the area for sure.
Definitely 100%. Also, the stuff happening at EPW. We're going to have Kalisto in the house on August 16th.
Sure, that should be fun. That should be fun. Especially 100%. Fantastic. They're always fun.
Always fun. And Buff Bagwell buffs the stuff coming on August 9th. A lot of stuff happening at EPW, man.
For sure. I mean, we're doing our thing, man. We're doing our thing. We're striving right now.
Yeah. Shout out to Neil and the EPW team out there.
For sure.
What's up, Serena? How are you? All right. Let's start with, how did you fall in love with professional wrestling?
Yeah. I started falling in love when I was around 5 to 6 years old. My mom was in college and she was also working a job. And my dad was in prison at the time, so I had no one to take care of me, except my grandparents. Again, my great grandma, R.I.P. to her, my great grandma Taylor. And when I was in my grandparents' complex, they had an apartment complex at the time. Or they drive the bus. I used to ride, would drop me off there. I had a couple friends, at the apartment complex. I'm chilling at the playground, and I saw a kid with a WWE like spinner belt. Not the one, not that one, but like the actual belt buckle, like actual belt, but like the belt buckle was a spinner WWE logo. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Yeah, and then we became friends. And he introduced me to wrestling. You know, we used to play Naruto. We played wrestling all day, play boxing games as well. And I was playing Hollow Legends of WrestleMania. I saw my goat John Cena on the loading screen. I'm like, who is that guy? I want to see more like start playing with more of the WWE figures, Matt Hardy, Tyson Kidd, you know what I'm saying, those toys. And eventually, one day, he finally told me, like, hey, this is an actual show,
Right.
real show you can watch on. It gave me the direct TV number because that's what it was back in the day. And I remember my first episode, I think it was after my birthday. I watched Raw. John Cena was introduced. Doing a speech to introduce himself to the Nexus. He was forced to being part of the Nexus, doing a little speech, and that was my first episode. And I've been in love ever since, really.
Awesome. All right, let everybody know, where did you go train, and who were your trainers, and your thoughts on your initial training.
Well, I'm trained. I was trained by the Nightmare Factory, with Cody Rhodes, Billy Gunn, Luke Sampson. Last year, January of last year.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good. I learned a lot of things, obviously, but it was also entertaining. It was fun for sure. I met a lot of cool guys. One of those guys being a guy named Sean Moore. I just talked to him early today. He was almost like a fourth coach. He's like a 10-year vet. He's up near Canada. He's running the wrestling school up there in Canada. So
right,
he taught me a lot of things then, and still teaching me some things here and there now. So yeah, it was fun. It was a good 3 months. I find the wrestler I wanted to be. I also found out this was not it's not easy at all. You know what I'm saying? It was easy and hard in ways that I didn't predict. I like getting in the ring was harder than I expected. Like I don't even know why that's a thing, but like at the time, I mean, it's not hard, but harder than I expected. And a lot of other things that I just didn't really understand. I thought I knew wrestling. So I was basically a mark from 9 years old to like at the time I was 19.
Right.
So 10 to oncoming 11 years, and I thought I knew everything there was to know about wrestling. Yeah, any of my family members, they would have thought I was a pro wrestling god. I just knew everything. But I found out during those 3 months I really didn't know anything at all. I also get to learn under QT Marshall was fun. It was good. Learning under Cody Rhodes was also really good. Getting to see Cody every now and then, a guy that I kind of looked up to a little bit. Was actually one of my favorite wrestlers at the time, for sure. It still is to this day, no doubt. So seeing him was like, oh wow, this is real. Like, what I'm saying, no weird stuff. But I'm like, this guy's real for sure. Like,
yeah, 100%.
I'm saying, and see him because I was in camp during the time that he was in chasing the title last year, finishing his story, and see him actually finish the story. It almost. Because I saw him in person. I saw some of his flaws. I saw the stories he would tell. I'm like, he's a real guy. Like, if he can do it, I feel like I can do it. So it gave me a little bit more confidence for sure. And yeah, it was good. I learned a lot of things. Those guys are really good. I would recommend going there if you're in the area, somewhere in the South. You want to, somewhere in the Georgia area, somewhere close by. I would recommend going there for sure.
100%. What was the best advice any of them gave you?
Best advice. The thing is about the Nightmare Factory is that obviously they teach you a lot of wrestling stuff, but I feel like what they strove at the best was just teaching me about the basis of like human decency when it comes to being in the wrestling locker room. Just like simply just shaking the guy's hands, things like that. Because like treating the guys here, they say like treat every wrestler like your favorite wrestler. Things like that, because the guys see at the bottom, if you go to the top, you're on your way back. They gonna remember you. If you treat them like crap, and they're gonna treat you like crap. So just treat everybody with respect. Really. And and that's kind of one of the biggest things I've learned. Of course, obviously some wrestling advice, things like that. Yeah, sure.
That's great advice, man. Now, I can't help but notice the championship belts in the background. What are they?
Oh, the bottom ones, obviously, everyone knows the WWE spinner belt.
The spinner.
Growing up, that's the first world championship I ever saw. So, And you know, what I'm saying I'm gonna lie to you. I really this is probably my favorite belt design like ever. I know it's a little polarizing amongst the wrestling fan base, but to me that's one of the most beautiful belts I ever saw. So growing up with that belt, that was my favorite belt. I used to fight people for real for that belt. I remember one time my dad and my uncle forced me and my friend to have a legit wrestling match over my toy spinner belt, and I could not let him win. You know what I'm saying? I fought with all my heart to keep that belt around. And yeah, and I got that during camp last year actually. One of my camp mates actually was going to SmackDown. Instead of paying, he paid for my ticket so I could pay for the spinner belt. So that's shout out to him and my boy named Elvis.
That's awesome.
Shout out to him. In the Tough Man belt right here, that belt is something I actually won. It was it's a Tough Man. It's like this little boxing tournament. And I want to say little. It's like this boxing tournament. Where you know it's like 3 minute. Oh, not 3 minute. 1 minute 3 rounds. As a whole tournament, you know, saying type of deal. So because I had to fight 5 times to get that belt, and 4 of them was in one day. I fought once on a Friday, and I fought 4 more times on a Saturday. And yeah, I went through a lot to get that belt. I think my final point was actually a legit amateur boxer. So yeah, but I ended up winning. Yes, I got the belt. It was last year, of April of last year. It was actually 1 week before my wrestling debut. So I had to win that belt. I had to wrestle Jason Genesis the next week. So, yeah, that's how I got that belt. There's only 2 belts I got right now. I don't have the Seventh Heritage title no more. So, you know, but yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
If you could add another title, WWE title belt, and I usually don't talk about this stuff, but if you get another one to your collection, which one would you want? Because I'm a belt guy. I've been collecting a lot of belts recently.
See, me too. I like belts for sure. That's the reason why I want to win so many of them. I want to just collect all the belts for sure.
100%.
WWE wise, I would love to get the World Heavyweight title.
Okay.
Yeah, that or the U.S. belt. I think both of those belts look really good. So I would probably get one of those. Probably the World Heavyweight title. I used to have the OG one, the toy one, when I was a kid. I ended up losing it, but yeah, it was actually one of my favorite belts. It was also probably my second favorite belt, WWE belt after the spinning belt for sure. Another belt I grew up with, so it means a lot to me. It's also a beautiful belt.
Good stuff, brother. All right, Serena says, who would you like to see walk through the doors at either EPW, MIW, or FEW?
Does it have to be like someone like in like the area, or like someone, or just all like it doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter, I guess. And then the independent scene.
Independent scene. Let me see. I can think of anybody in the independent scene. I saw that Isaiah went to EPW recently. I'd like to meet him there because I got to be for him in my W. So but I think independent wise, I'll probably go with I wrestled this guy. I'll probably say Sid. There's a guy named Sid in the Georgia area. A guy I grew up. I didn't grow up. I went to camp with as well. I mean, he was there, but he was a guy from a previous camp who was there to continue to learn, and he was a pretty cool guy. So I mean, I like to beat up my friends here and there. So I would like to see him come down the south maybe. I mean, there's been a couple of Georgia guys that come to the south. Speaking of Georgia guys coming down to Mississippi, Tennessee area, Eddie Hendricks. He came down to MIW one time. The 1 week I wasn't there when I was going through my run, he was there, and he's been at EPW a couple times, I believe. And he was talking about this match between us. He's also a big guy. I'm a big guy, big black guy. Was a big black guy. You know what I'm saying? We both like some of the same wrestlers and stuff like that. We have a similar idea of wrestling. So I would love to go against Eddie Hendricks and beat him up as well. So those are probably the 2 guys, And Michael Solar is also another guy from that same area that Sid's from. He's a cool guy too. I also like to beat him up as well.
Okay. Thoughts on WWID program?
I like it. I think it's a good way for up and coming independent wrestlers like me to not only get noticed, but to get a chance to get in the WWE. I've wrestled wrestled Aaron Roberts from the WID Growth program.
Okay.
I've actually met Gabe Sapolsky, so I think it's good. You know, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not, the richest wrestler right now, so I don't know if they can pay contracts or anything, but just the label, just the opportunity to be part of the WID program, possibly get involved, possibly get in NXT, working with the great minds there in the Performance Center. I think I think for a wrestler specifically, I think it's a fantastic idea and something that would definitely help us in the future for sure.
Awesome. I got to see Sam wrestle in person, man, at a show. He's a big guy.
Yeah, yeah.
100%. All right. Companies you want to work for, you haven't worked for yet in the independent scene.
Independence. I mean, I would love to work for any company in the independence. I'm down to work with any company. So if there's any promoter, especially I guess in the Mid South area, because I'm here, in my line, we'll see if we can work something out. But specifically, I'll probably say, who wouldn't want to work in a GCW, you know, who wouldn't want to work in like a Rev Pro. I also want to go international, so I'd love to wrestle in like a Rev Pro. Some of the indie promotions in Japan, I'd love to wrestle in Japan.
Right.
But probably one of my favorite, probably the one I would love to wrestle the most is actually DPW. Um, DPW, something started watching a couple years back, and I was honestly low key, like a dream to want to wrestle in that promotion. Matter of fact, one of the reasons I'm a wrestler today is because of DPW. Because I saw some of the DPW wrestlers like who are kind of like big like me, who can move a little bit. I'm like, man, I can really do that. You know what I'm saying? I can really, if they're doing it, I feel like I can really do that. So in a way, DPW was kind of led me to being a wrestler in a way. Um, so I would love to wrestle at DPW, try to prove that I belong there and believe I can hang with some of those guys. And I also love to work in New South, another company I would love to work for. And yeah, those some of the promotions I would love to work for anytime. You know what I'm saying? Anytime.
All right. What about traveling in the United States? What states would you like to work in that you haven't worked in yet?
Let's see, I've worked in the SIP, I'm saying Mississippi, Tennessee, and Georgia so far. So I would love to wrestle in. I love to wrestle in New York. I know they got. I love to wrestle in New York and love to wrestle in Cali, but I think I would really love to wrestle. Speaking of promotions, actually, I would love to wrestle AEW in Chicago or in the Illinois area. Chicago is known for having very passionate wrestling fans. So I would love to work there as well. Speaking of passionate wrestling fans, I would love to work somewhere in Philly.
Okay.
So, you know, uh, and also Florida. I would love to wrestle Florida for sure. In California, I got family in Cali. Some of my family's from Cali, so all my
Right.
wrestling in Cali. So yeah, those states I would love to work in.
What special hobbies do you have? Is there anything particular you like to do to have fun?
Um, Let me see. I'm kind of a boring guy. I think to some people, I don't really do too much. But hobbies, I love to play the game. I play the video game. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I love to train in martial arts. I love to do kickboxing. I do kickboxing Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I do some jiu-jitsu here and there. And I love sports. So I mean, I don't do it all that often, but anytime I can get to play some football and especially some basketball, I'm always down. So I
Yeah.
love basketball, hoop a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Those are some of
Okay.
my favorite things to do.
Awesome. Favorite foods? What do you like to eat?
Oh, come on, man. I'm a fat man, man. I like to eat a lot of things,
Me
but
too.
specifically, uh, burgers, pizza, chicken, specifically any type of chicken, chicken patties, chicken tenders, fried chicken. I love chicken, and those are my top. And also macaroni and cheese. Um, Absolutely. I mean, I guess they got to a point where in every Thanksgiving, every birthday, or every special occasion with food, my
Yeah.
family would bake an entire pan just for me, full of macaroni and cheese. I would destroy macaroni and cheese. The thing is, I'm lactose intolerant too, but I do not care. I
You
love
still eat it anyway.
Yeah, just eat it anyway. I love macaroni and cheese.
100%. I hear you. All right. Sarita says if you had the chance to form your own stable, what guys would you put in there?
What guys would have? Let's see. Um, Good question. I love to have, I got almost like an all-star team. I think I would love to have. I love to put Marco in there when he's not tripping because sometimes me and Marco butt heads, especially in Middleton. So if he can chill out, I think he's really talented. But yeah, maybe Marco depending on the day. Even though we wrestled once, I have a tremendous amount of respect for. I probably put Aaron Roberts in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you need another big guy. You know what I'm saying? I know one big guy can
Yeah.
be. I need another big guy. You know what I'm saying? And I'll probably put I'll probably put in let's see. I'll probably get speaking of Sid, I probably put Sid in there. I mean, he's kind of like a Darby Allin type, and you can use a little crash dummy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's probably some of the guys I'll put in there for sure. Coming top of my head.
What would you name your group?
What I name my group? I don't know. I'm not too good with names, but
Okay.
I think I'll probably see. I really like the Bullet Club growing up, so we might name myself like Real Shooters or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. I like
Yeah,
that. Real shooters.
Real Shooters, especially because I guess I kind of come back from a shoot background, a little bit, so I guess that makes sense. Sure.
Okay. Um, let me see. People you actually no toughest match to date. Who's your toughest match to date and why?
Toughest match. There's a few. There's a few.
Okay.
If we're going off of pure skill, Isaiah Cohen and Marco are always a little tough. Those are some of my best opponents. I think my one match with Marco probably put up there. And I think my most recent and my last match. Well, no, my most recent and my third match with Cohen when I won the title. And but obviously physicality wise, of just pure like physical strength, Aaron Roberts and the Warden, those are two massive guys. So wrestling those guys, I got a little bit taste of my own medicine, I guess, because I'm a big guy. So it's and Brandon White, I'll put Brandon White up there as well. I'm a big guy, so don't get too often to know what it's like to get pushed around or get hit really hard, so like that. I usually get outspeeded or things like that when you get smaller opponents. But with those guys, I realized okay, yeah, this heavyweight power is different. You know what I'm saying? Um, I got I got hit with probably my match with the Warden is on YouTube. I think it's on my YouTube channel. In fact, it's called the Bulldog. He hit me with a Samoan drop. I was like, "This sucks." That hurt like a mile. I was like, "Oh
Ouch.
my god!" I don't even know how I kicked out of that. I was like, "Oh man!"
Right.
And every time Aaron Roberts hit me, he just felt like I was flying. You know what I'm saying? Every once he threw me in our match, threw me across the ring, the turnbuckle. I swear the turnbuckle moved how hard he threw me. So yeah,
Ouch.
those probably the top two, and I probably put Marco and Cone right after them. But yeah, those some of my hardest matches for sure.
Yeah. What's the best advice anybody gave you?
Best advice anybody give, like in life or like wrestling wise.
No, wrestling. Yeah, you can do both. Why not?
Um, you know, I guess see. I guess the best advice is something I've been told a few times is that because I'm a big guy who can kind of move a little bit, so sometimes I almost neglect my size. So when it comes to wrestling, it's just basically just remembering how big I am. Like really, you're a big guy. You're QT. You told me straight up, you're a big mother effer. I don't know if we can cuss on here, but you told me you're a big mother effer, straight up. So you know what I'm saying? So just use your size. You know what I'm saying? Realize how big you are. So wrestling wise would probably be it for sure. And just I guess it aligns with life because I'm a big guy, so just be big, and I guess in life is just be yourself. Just
Be
be
yourself. Yeah.
yourself for sure. So in wrestling and still, just be yourself.
100%. All right. What's going on for the rest of the year? What are some goals you wanna achieve before the end of the year?
The goals. You said earlier you're a belt collector. So am I. I wanna win a world championship, and I really don't just want to win one. I want to win multiple. But the one I specifically got in my sights right now is the side of my old nemesis, or not even old, new nemesis. He's in my sights right now. Isaiah Cohen is holding. I want the MIW World Title for sure. I want to take it from him. I want to rip it from his cold dead hands. So I want the MIW World Title. And I would love to have the EPW World Title. Those are the two world titles that are in my sights right now.
Okay.
I want to accomplish either one of those goals. I really want to accomplish both. Really, I think I can do both. I think I have both at the same time, honestly. So, the goals is to really just to keep going out there, keep my name out there, wrestling in different states, wrestling in different places. I would love to wrestle in New South this year if that's possible. I would love to, I love to wrestle Aaron again.
Okay.
To maybe wrestle Marco again. Because I won, but it was by DQ. I don't really get a definitive answer. Marco is the EPW champion, so I would love to get that back in that fashion. Just to win more titles, not just even world titles. If I can get the Apex title, it would be cool. If I can get the Southern Heritage title back because I was robbed of it, then that's cool. But that's the goal is to really get those two world titles.
Right.
And continue to branch my name out there and wrestle with different motions. I wouldn't mind wrestling for like a Memphis Wrestling or something like that. I wouldn't mind wrestling there. Start wrestling some different promotions here, but also main goal is to be world champion. And I plan on doing that real soon.
All right, awesome. Enrico, tell everybody where they can follow you, and thank you for joining us tonight.
You can follow me on Instagram. It's my name, Enrico _Sterdivant. I do have a barely active YouTube channel. You can decide if you want to go there or not. But it's the Bulldog. It's a straight Bulldog, BULLDAWG. All caps. Got like a Naruto profile pic, and you'll find me on TikTok, either by the name of Enrico Sterdivant or UNG Rico. And you'll also find me on Facebook by Enrico Sterdivant. So those are all the places you can find me.
Awesome. And make sure you catch Enrico right here at EPW's Cage Heat this upcoming weekend. It's the 200th episode. Tickets are on sale now at epwwrestlingms.com. Good stuff, man. Appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate
all right.
you having me, man.
Man, I just want to say a quick thank you to Rising Stars Women's Wrestling. We had a show this last Saturday, and it was a great show, and I can't wait till the next show coming up October 4th. Don't want to miss it. There's going to be a casket match that night. And my newest vlog from that event will be out next week. Here I'm hanging out with Lulu La Reina. And, man, we got some good stuff in there. My next appearance at an event will be at Recombination Wrestling's Queen of the North 6. And they already announced their first qualifying match. It's Maya World taking on Hannah Taylor, making her United States debut. Get your tickets, recombinationwrestling.com. All right, after that, I'll be at WrestleCon hanging out. And we got Mercedes Martinez with us at DNS Wrestling Collectibles table. Mercedes Martinez will be in the house, as well as Big Mama from the good old NWA days. She'll be with us, as well as Amity LeVay and Lulu Lorena. They'll be with us as well. And next week, I'll be here with a Jackie Go who's going to be at the Recombination show on the 31st. 7 p.m. is the start time. Don't miss that. Serena, thanks for coming on the podcast as well. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Enrico, hold on for a minute, everybody else. I'll see you next